Hey guys, it's Flares bringing you guys another video here on the map Fringe, playing a little bit of CTF. This was pre-recorded. I just noticed that I got a really good gameplay on it. I just want to use this as time to talk about Black Ops 3. As you can see, a little bit of background on what's going on in the lobby. I'll probably throw it in. This dude was talking smack to C. Suarez. I don't know the dude. This dude Campa Killer or Campa Kilevina. He was talking smack to our team because we had previously played the same map before, and I dropped, I think, 42 and 10. So he was talking smack to C. Suarez, and he was saying that our team sucked and all that, and I'm like, alright, I think I was doing one of the gun challenges. Maybe the Vesper. I'm not that good with the Vesper, I'll say that. So someone bans it in arena mode, it really won't affect me. But he was talking smack, so I just decided to put on the tryhard shoes, the Astro helmet, and smack him around a little bit, you know? So this is a 61 and 11 gameplay, I think. And yeah, what I wanted to talk about now was my overall thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And right there, if you're wondering what happened to me, what had happened was that I was looking at the scoreboard, and that's probably one of the biggest flaws that I have. I always look at the scoreboard, looking to see what I do, but I guess I make it up here with some nice kills. Maybe like a 6 streak out here. I don't know what I got. But alright, while you're watching the gameplay, I guess let's talk about multiplayer first, then I'll go into campaign and then zombies, because I don't play much of those two. But I'm trying to get into zombies a little bit more. So what I like about this, like about multiplayer, is that it has like a nice diversity of guns. Like every gun has its own good thing. Like for the Pharaoh, it's a burst weapon, so obviously it's gonna have a little bit more range and more accuracy than the other guns. I don't know. The VMP is probably, I don't know if it's the highest damaging one. I'm not sure, but I know it's got the fastest, not the farthest, the fastest RPM. Which is rounds per minute, which is somewhere around like 900, I think. I'm not sure. 1200. I'm not sure. But I like that how every gun has its own special thing. It makes it unique in its own way. Basically, I like how this game reminds me of Black Ops 2. If you guys didn't know, the first Call of Duty game I've ever played, it was Black Ops 1, but I played it at my friend's house. And I only played like custom games because if I would have played back then, your boy would have been smacked. And I messed up here by accident. I picked up a shotgun instead of picking up my VMP again, and the streak. You'll see that the streak could have went so much longer than what it did. But I just like how it reminded me of Black Ops 1, mostly Black Ops 2, the first game I ever owned from the Call of Duty franchise. So I like the 3-lane maps, you know, although they split off into their own little directions sometimes. Like you could cut through things, you could go through cuts, as professional Call of Duty players would say as a call out, where one lane connects to another lane. There's like their own miniature things and all that, but I like that. Another thing is, except for the M8, I mean the M8's not as OP as it was in the beta, thank God. And maybe the VMP is a little bit overpowered, I'm not sure. I think it's just the fast fire rate, and for me it feels overpowered because you know, you just gotta know how to manage the gun. And I didn't even know, I swear, the whole time I had that flag, I didn't know that I had the flag. And that's why they probably knew where I was. And like I said, I dropped the VMP. But yeah, I like how you know, the guns aren't OP. I just blanked out on what I was saying. But another thing is that I like how the streaks actually work. Like for Ghosts, I didn't play much of it because my PlayStation had been broken. But for Ghost, I remember the only gun that really worked, or the only streak that really worked, was probably the one that went up in the air. Oh my gosh, the one that it said it covered your 6. I forget. Hold on. I don't know. I don't remember. Probably that in a sentry gun, because sentry guns always seem to work, except for in Advanced Warfare. You know, in an AW, the Warbird was probably the best one. if you got it. I didn't run streaks in Advanced Warfare because I just kind of found it as a waste of a streak, or as points, my bad. Because the way I had my class all set up, it was usually just enough. Maybe I took out a concussion or a stun and I threw in a UAV. But I like how the streaks work. I like how I'm actually having fun playing this game, and I'm not raging. I mean, there'll be points where I rage because I'm using the Weevil, and maybe you guys are gonna see that video real soon. It's maybe gonna be the next video that you're gonna see, or maybe I'm gonna upload it before this. I'm not sure. Probably gonna upload it before it. This one. But also another thing, as you can see on the right-hand corner, streaks are not that hard to get. Even though they were based around the combat focus, the Seraph's combat focus, where you get like 100 extra XP for, or 100 extra points for capturing a flag or whatever. It's pretty easy to get if you know how to kill people and you have good aim and all that. It's not too high. Now, there's a couple of things that, as I stated before, I like, and there's going to be obviously things that I dislike about this game. And by the way, arena mode is awesome. It's literally everything I've been looking for. It's just that there's a couple of things that they gotta fix. For one, they gotta make the punishment or the consequences for leaving a match more. They gotta, you know, teach them what they get for leaving a match halfway through. I mean, if they get disconnected, it's happened to me before where I don't know if I've gotten like kicked out of the game or hit offline in a sense like that, but I've definitely been knocked out of a game when it wasn't even my fault. Maybe they could not, you know, make punishment for that. For the I think I goofed up here. No, all right. But where they, you know, if they get kicked out of the game, it's not their fault. You don't punish them that bad or severely. Another thing is that concussions in this game are lethal. Like, those things hit you and you're gone. They're so hard to counter. Tech mask, obviously, that's why they put it here. So I guess it's kind of evens it out, but maybe they could nerf those a little bit. And last thing, last bad thing that I don't like about multiplayer, specifically arena mode again, it's that they need, when I was watching the Totinos, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, if it's Totinos, I don't know. They had something called the Gentleman's Agreement, which is basically like, you know, we won't use UAVs in arena mode, we won't use counters, we won't use vision pulse, we won't use hive, we won't use reject. All the things that, you know, if you're a competitive player, you know that you won't be using, because it's just like a cheap way to win. Such as care packages, you know, just things that make it way too easy to win, or give you like an idea of where the enemy are. They need to throw that into arena mode quick. Like, there needs to be a couple of bans, like permanent bans, so that, you know, players can actually feel like they're playing competitive. Because let's say I get in a game and there's a whole bunch of scrubs on the other team and they start using UAVs, because, you know, they're used to it in pubs, and I'm trying to sit there and play like a real competitive game, and they're whipping out UAVs and all that, and they're killing me, and they get a cheap win. Basically, it's basically a way to get a cheap win. They need to just take that out altogether. So we could actually ban things that, you know, strategically would matter in like a specific game mode, like let's say a long range map, M8, because it's overpowered and all that. But besides that, I think arena and multiplayer are perfectly fine, except for campers like that sitting underneath, you know, stairs. But now moving on to zombies, I haven't played much. I've only played because my friend has made me play a couple of times. I actually have fun in zombies now. I'm trying to play it a little bit more because the map, what's that map called? See, I haven't even played it that much. The one that reminds you of the Black Ops 2 Mob of the Dead map. I like that one a lot because, you know, it's so big and it's just a fun game, or fun map to play zombies on, you know, because there's so many things to do, so many places to go. Although I'm a little bit confused by it, it's all good. And, you know, overall in campaign and in zombies and in multiplayer, it's got pretty good graphics. Like, I know I just came from old gen and onto new gen, and maybe this happening goes too, I'm not sure, but overall this game's got pretty good graphics for what it's supposed to stand for, I guess that's the right way to say it. I kind of derped there. courtesy of Scuff Gaming. Yeah, it's pretty much all that, you know, my complaints, my pros, my cons, what I think about the game. Overall, I'd rate the game a strong 9 out of 10, because, you know, I started playing Black Ops 2. That was the first Call of Duty game I owned, like I said, and this game just makes me relive the moments of that. You know, like XR2, I could relate it to the SWAT, and you know, the M8A7 is probably the sister gun to the M8A1. But besides all that, I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a 61-11 gameplay. I probably would have dropped more if my teammates didn't kill so many, or cap so many times. But I hope you all enjoyed. Camp a kill, you're lucky you went positive this game if you weren't camping in a corner. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later. Take care.